Hello, in this tutorial I want to talk about Tailwind. Now the Tailwind app is a really useful tool for, I use it myself for pins that I like. I use Board Boost. This is why I like to use them both in conjunction with each other. Now Board Booster is brilliant for pinning my own pins, but actually the Tailwind app is really good for posting content that I like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to really drive those views to your board. So now here we'll have Tailwind. We'll click on my weekly summary. Now here we'll have Tailwind with all my pins, 31 pins, 57, blah blah blah. So with Tailwind, you sign up and make an account. The link will be in the description. Sometimes it's quite hard to find Tailwind on Google. I'm not too sure why, but it's quite easy to sign up. It's got a sign up page where you just sign in through your Pinterest account, and it's really fairly easy. Once you have got yourself a Tailwind account, please make sure that you download the Tailwind extension. That's it here, Tailwind Publisher. It is by far the best tool that you'll ever use, and I'll show you what will actually happen in that. So for me, I say I want to dating and relationships, because once you got the Tailwind Publisher, then we have here. Now what I do is I search for really good content that stands out to me. So it says this is a part. So for example, here's a good one. Funny and random questions to ask your husband. Now I generally check out the content, so I go here. And check out the content, and if it's good to me, this looks fairly fine to me, I usually give it a more rigorous seeing over, but for the purposes of this tutorial I will keep it short. But to me this is good, so what I will do is I will hit, now instead of hitting save, which publishes it instantly to your profile, I hit schedule, and you see that little Tailwind icon there, so I hit schedule, and up pops the little Tailwind Publisher thing here, and it tells you that it's saved into my account, relationships 15. So I'm going to save that to my board, husband, dating and relationships. That's one of the boards that I have that has a lot of viewers, and sometimes I might even post it to Twitter if it's a good post, and that just gets lots of other views. And then what I do is I add to queue now, and there we go. Great, your pins have been saved. Also, there's also another good one. I show you that now. Here's another one that I believe in. If he misses you, you call. If he wants you, you say. Okay, I sort of agree with that. So I'll hit schedule. I'll put that in my dating and relationships 1, 2. And then instead of hitting add to queue now, I'll hit schedule now. And what happens then is the Tailwind app gives me more suggestions. And I'm a bit sneaky with this, because I actually look at the flame part at the top and see how popular the image is. And the more popular the image is, the more likely I am to add it to my board. So I'm going to refresh sections here because there's not much popular content here. So you look at that. So that one's got 33,800. I'm not birth control's not a topic that I deal in, so we're just going to have to refresh suggestions. And then we've got one with 67,000, which is super viral, and there's a good one. And Women's Health Mag, I usually post from that. So we'll take that off and we'll put, because this is a mum post, so we'll put that in. Where is it? Being a mum. And then we'll add to queue. And you see that scheduled. And I'm not interested in anything else here. And I'll refresh. And usually for me, I'll pick all the really high scoring virality ones here that are within my topic genres for my board. And that's how I drive a lot more traffic to my site. So when we schedule these pins in Tailwind, you can close this and then you could go back to your Tailwind app and you'll see that since I've actually scheduled those, there they are there. They've scheduled. And you could see here is they've got a nice little posting queue at the side. It's quite empty at the moment, but I plan to fill that up once I finish this tutorial because it needs to be done. And you can see that it's scheduled to pin on Twitter, and there we go. And you see it's 3:20 p.m, 3:39 and 6:20. And these are what Tailwind's really good in the sense that it is able to tell when your busiest times are, and it posts them. So for example, on Wednesday I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 posting times on Wednesday. And when I started with Tailwind, I only had 3. So don't expect your Tailwind schedule to be as open as this. That takes a lot of work, but you get there. You will. And the good thing with this is you can just take them out and swap them and move them around. If you have a full board here, you can just swap them around and so on. It's really handy. But I like to keep Tailwind for posts that I like rather than my own posts, because I let Board Booster do that. If you've not got the bank balance to do that, because I think Tailwind and Board Booster are about $30 a month between them, then I would suggest using Tailwind for everything, because then you could schedule your posts and organize it the way you like. So you can, because this is just something that Board Booster doesn't do, and that is picking up content and scheduling it around and finding your busiest times. Okay, I hope this has been useful to you, and thank you very much.